Hey, so what's going on everyone and welcome back to another video. And in this video what I'm going to be going over is Rick and Morty Season 3 Episode 4. It was just basically all the Easter eggs I could find in it, so they're not going to be in any particular order. There was just a few and this was a Marvel parody if you didn't already know. There was obviously a few Marvel and Justice League Easter eggs in this, which I am going to go over right now. But before I actually go over, you can consider subscribing and turning on post notifications. We're now 3 subscribers away from hitting 500, which is just, or hitting 600, which is just crazy. We've been growing really fast and if we keep this rate up, we'll hit 1000 in legit like 2 months, which is going to be really fast and amazing. So just starting it off, we have a Noop was like an interpretation of Jar Jar Binks, basically a Star Wars reference which didn't really fit the whole kind of like this episode in general, but it was quite fun. I did notice it straight away. He did look like a bit of a handicapped version of Mr. Poopy Butthole, like he looked kind of similar to him in my opinion, except his eyes were kind of messed up and that was the only real difference in him. And so going on to the next one, we have Maximus Renegade Star Soldier, which is obviously a Star-Lord or Iron Man kind of parody. He was kind of their own version of Iron Man and Star-Lord. To be honest, if I had to pick one which he was more like, it would definitely be like Iron Man's ego, and definitely looked a bit more like Star-Lord in my opinion. And then there was obviously other ones like Crocodile, or I'm not really sure what his name was, but he was the Rick's Rocket Raccoon and Cyborg. Then there was this Ghost Train person which looked like a kind of version of Green Lantern. Then there was a Million Ants which did look a bit like Groot, which was kind of easy to tell. It was really simple to tell that he looked like Groot. And so going on to the next one, we have Logic actually guest stars as himself at the end of the episode, which I did actually notice it. It was quite easy to notice it. It wasn't like the worst thing, it wasn't the best thing, but I didn't like how they ended the episode. Personally, it was my favorite episode of all of the ones that have happened right now. I did think it was a bit stronger than Pickle Rick, just for, I don't know why, but I just really liked this episode. I really enjoyed it. Maybe because I'm a Marvel and DC like big fanboy, but that's probably it, to be honest. And then we have like World Ender was a mix of Thanos, Darkseid and Galactus. He was actually killed really easy. I actually thought he'd be the main villain, but no, he was not the main villain. I really did think this because it's kind of hyped up in the whole trailer for this episode, but no, it didn't happen. It turned out that Rick was the kind of villain for the whole episode. And then Rick kind of jokes about the Marvel phases, which I didn't really notice it at first, but I had to rewatch it a few times. I rewatched this episode like 2 times or 3 times, but I did enjoy it. I always rewatch him a few times, so it took me a while to notice it, but I did notice it that he made fun of the Marvel phases. And I'm talking about last year, so that would have been like Doctor Strange and Captain America Civil War, which is kind of interesting. But going on to the next one, we have Doomnometron, which was their kind of version of Ultron. It was mentioned that it was in the second Vindicators that there was a Doomnometron, and this is obviously referencing kind of Ultron in in the Avengers Age of Ultron, which I actually did watch last night, which I did enjoy. I've watched it so many times, but it's not really enjoyable anymore. So that's been all the Easter eggs and references and things I could find for this whole episode. So if you enjoyed this video, you can consider subscribing and turning on post notifications. I'll be doing more of these videos on I'm gonna say every Tuesday because I just really enjoy doing them. And Rick and Morty is one of the best shows out there at the minute, alongside with Game of Thrones. I do personally prefer Game of Thrones, but that's near the end of like the whole series, so that's kind of sucking. This kind of sucks. So you can consider subscribing, turning on post notifications. I'll see you tomorrow for another video, and this is me saying goodbye. So peace.